Hi, I'm Nelson, and this is the Sir Nelson IELTS and General English Training. In this video, we are going to read a book. The title of the book is Freddy Finds the Thief, written by Victoria Heward. I'm going to play the audio part. You listen and repeat.
Freddy Finds the Thief by Victoria Heward.
Freddy Finds the Thief by Victoria Heward. First, let's look at some of the words we're going to meet in the story. We have a king, a queen, a castle. The word castle, the T is silent. Castle. Don't say castle. Castle. A castle is the home of a king. Long ago, kings and queens of the royal family used to live in a strong house with strong walls called a castle. Let's begin the story.
Hello, I'm the King, King Harold.
Hello, I'm the Queen, Queen Matilda.
Good morning, my dear.
Oh, good morning, my love.
It's very important that you listen and repeat. Copy the speaker such that you can improve your pronunciation and reading speed.
The Queen is very beautiful. She has a golden harp.
In the morning, she sings.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
In the evening, she plays the golden harp.
Number 1, number 2, number 3. Name the pictures. What's number 1? What's number 2? And what's number 3?
The Queen sings and plays the golden harp. The King listens.
Oh, yes.
And this is the castle.
We live in the castle.
It's very big.
And it's very beautiful.
Who is that?
But one day,
Listen to me, everybody. Where is the harp? The Queen's harp is not here.
Oh no! A thief! A thief!
A thief! A thief! A thief has the harp! We must find it.
Who is that? And what did he do? What did he take in the story?
I am very angry. I must find the harp.
I am very sad. I want to sing and play.
And I must find the thief.
The king decides to give
Yes, 500 gold pieces to the man who finds the thief.
And 500 gold pieces is a lot of money.
What's number one? Name the pictures. Number one, number two.
Part 2 in Freddy Redfoot's house.
Freddy, it's dinner time.
Oh, thank you, my love.
Would you like a potato?
Oh, no thanks. Oh, I'd like a hamburger.
Number one, dinner. Number two, potatoes. Number three, hamburger. Let's practice. What's number one, number two, and number three?
Would you like a carrot?
Oh, no thanks. I'd like a hamburger.
But, Freddy, we're poor. We're not rich.
Oh, okay. I understand. No hamburgers today.
What's number one, and what's number two? Number three, number four, number five, number six.
Listen.
Open the door, Freddy.
Hello, Freddy. Hello, Alison.
Hello, Robin.
Number one, he is. What is number one? Number two, number three. What is the sentence? Number one, number two, number three. Let's practice. What's number one, number two, and number three?
How are you?
Oh, fine. Fine, thanks. And you?
We're hungry and poor.
We need money.
They are hungry and poor. Let's practice. What is number one, number two, and number three? Make the sentence. Practice. What is number one, number two, and number three?
Well, look at this.
Wow! 500 gold pieces to the man who finds the thief.
Wow. Freddy, you must go.
Me?
Yes, you must find the harp.
We use the word wow when we are surprised, and we have the picture of gold. Name the pictures, choose the right sentence. Number one, number two, number three, number four. Let's practice. What is number one? What's number two, three, and four?
Yes, imagine 500 gold pieces and lots of hamburgers.
Oh, good idea. Tomorrow.
Or thinking. Practice. What is that? Sorry. Sorry about that. Let me repeat this. The audio was not on. Now let's go to what we call helping verbs. Helping verbs appear with the main verb. Is going. The word is a helping verb. Going is the main verb. Number 2, can, go. Can is a helping verb. Go is the main verb. This is a list of helping verbs. You can read them, copy them in your book, and learn them. Memorize them. They'll be very helpful in English. They are very common words in English. So it's important for you to learn them. We call them helping verbs. Use this table to practice the helping verbs. Answering in full sentences. Number 1. What does the boy eat? In this question, the helping verb is does. The main verb is eat. In the answer we say, he eats beans. If a question has the word does, we add s to the main verb in the answer. Don't use the noun and the pronoun in the same sentence. The boy, he. That is wrong. Either you say the boy eats or he eats. But since we have the boy in the question, in the answer we say he eats beans. 2. What did the girl eat? The answer is beans, but we have to answer in a full sentence. What did the girl eat? What's the helping verb? The helping verb is did. If a question has the helping verb did, we change the main verb to the past simple. The past simple of it is ate. The pronoun of the girl is she. So we say she ate beans. Number 3. What do the boys eat? Beans. Beans is the answer, but we have to answer it in a full sentence. So we shall say, they eat beans. What do the boys eat? The helping verb is do. The main verb is eat. If the helping verb is do, don't change the verb. It remains it. The boys. The pronoun of the boys is they. Answering in full sentences. Number 4. What can the boy eat? Beans. But we have to answer in a full sentence. What can the boy eat? The helping verb can. The main verb eat. Be careful. This is not do, did, does. So the answer, you must include the helping verb. Can, could, must. The answer, he can eat beans. Number 5. What could the girl eat? She could eat beans. The helping verb is could. Could. Question and answer. After could, we say eat. Don't change the form. Don't add s. Number 6. What must the boys eat? Beans. Full sentence. The helping verb is must. The answer should have must. They must eat beans. After reading the story, try to answer these questions in full sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answers are taken from the story.
Part 3. In the castle again.
Now, let's go back to the castle. What happens in the castle? We know a thief stole the harp. The king and the queen are not happy. Number 1, number 2. Choose the right sentence and describe the pictures.
This is Freddy Redfoot, Your Majesty. Hello, Redfoot.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
I have a problem. Can you help?
The king wants help. He's talking to Freddy. We are at the castle again. Number 1, His Majesty, the King. Remember, His Majesty is a title to show respect to the King and the Queen. We don't call the King Mr. and we don't call the Queen Mrs. The best title is, for a man, His Majesty, for a woman, Her Majesty. Practice. What is number 1 and what's number 2?
Help the king! Help the king! Help him find the harp! Can you help? Can you help? Can you find the harp?
The nurse, the jester, the gatekeeper tell Freddy to help the king. To help the king find the harp. Number 1, number 2, describe the picture, use the right sentence. The sentences are there at the bottom. You can choose the correct one to use. Number 1, describe the pictures. Number 2, number 3, number 4, describe the pictures. Three and 4.
Okay. Give me a pot.
A pot.
A pot.
A pot.
A pot.
A pot? A pot?
Yes, I want a pot from the kitchen.
No problem.
Here's a pot.
Number 1, number 2. Freddy wants a pot. Why? Why does he need a pot from the kitchen? First, that's what we call a pot, and that's what we call a kitchen. Choose the right sentence and you describe the pictures. 1, 2. If you are writing, remember to begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. A sentence in English begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop.
Good. Now give me a cockerel.
A cockerel?
A cockerel?
A cockerel. A cockerel.
A cockerel?
Yes, I want a cockerel from the garden.
No problem. Here's a cockerel.
Freddy wants a pot. Now Freddy wants a cockerel. Why does he need a cockerel? We shall see later. In the picture we have number 1, a cockerel, and number 2, a garden. What's number 1 and what's number 2? Remember, use the full sentence. Begin a sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Spell the words correctly. What is number 1 and what's number 2? Practice. What's number 1 and what's number 2? Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Write the correct spelling of these words.
Freddy wants a pot. Freddy wants a cockerel. Why? What's he going to do? How's he going to find the thief? What's he going to do? How's he going to help the king?
Listen.
Freddy wants a pot. A cockerel. What's he going to do? We don't know. Who are these? Number 1, number 2. Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Write the sentences number 1 and number 2.
Now I need the cook.
Here's the cook.
Now I need the gardener.
Here he is.
Now I need the maid.
First, Freddy wanted a pot, a cockerel. Now he needs a cook. A person who cooks food is called a cook, not cooker. A cooker is a machine. The person is a cook. She is a cook in the picture. A gardener, someone who works in the garden. A maid, a woman who works in a home to clean, to cook, and to help at home. Freddy wants these 3 people. Why? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Can you describe the pictures? Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Number 1, number 2, number 3. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop.
Here's the maid.
And now I need the carpenter.
Here he is. Here he is.
First, Fred wanted a pot, a cockerel, a cook, a gardener, and a maid. Now, Freddy wants a carpenter. Why does he need these things and people? Let's find out. First, describe the pictures. Number 1, number 2. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop.
Your Majesty, the thief is here.
No.
In this castle?
Yes.
Well, who is the thief, Freddy?
Freddy has everything he needs. He says, who? The king asks, who is the thief? Freddy says, the thief is here.
Now, listen to me.
We're listening. We're listening.
The cockerel is... magic! The thief must put his thumb on the pot.
And the cockerel crows.
Exactly!
Freddy tells everybody, listen. They are listening. The cockerel is magic. The thief must put the thumb. This is called the thumb. 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 Show me your thumb. This one is called the thumb. Everyone must put the thumb. I'm putting the thumb on the camera. In the story, everyone must put the thumb on the pot. And then the cockerel crows. A cockerel doesn't cry. The right word is crows. In the picture, the cockerel is crowing. The cockerel crows. Exactly. Number 1, describe the pictures. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop.
Right. Stand in a line. The gardener here. Now the maid. Now the carpenter. And now the cook.
Freddy tells everyone to stand in the line. Why? They must put their thumbs on the pot. They are standing in a line. Practice. Which sentence is that?
They put their thumbs on the pot, but there's silence in the castle. Well?
Who's the thief?
Where's the harp?
The cockerel isn't magic.
They want the thief, they want the harp, but they don't see the harp. What does Freddy do next?
One moment, please. Now, show me your thumbs. First, the maid.
Her thumbs are black.
Now the gardener.
His thumbs are dirty.
Freddy clears his throat before he speaks. Then he says, show me your thumbs. First, the maid has black thumbs. Then the gardener.
Now the cook.
His thumbs are black.
And now the carpenter.
His thumbs are clean. The carpenter is the thief.
Yes! And he's afraid to touch the pot. Afraid of the magic cockerel.
Look in the carpenter's bag.
The carpenter is the thief. He's afraid of touching the magic pot. He's afraid of the magic cockerel because the cockerel will crow. Number 1, describe the picture.
Here's the bag. Here's the bag.
Here's my golden harp.
They check in the carpenter's bag and they find the golden harp. The carpenter is the thief.
Thank you very much, Freddy.
Thank you, Freddy. Now, here are 500 gold pieces.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Please have dinner with us at the castle.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Today, my wife is cooking hamburgers. I must go home to her.
All right. Come with your wife next week.
Of course, Your Majesty. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Freddy. The end.
That's the end of our story. Answer these questions in full sentences. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Practice. Describe the pictures. What's number 1, 2, 3? These pages here are for practice purposes. Watch the video many times and try to see if you can describe the pictures. It will be very good if you use the sentences and not one word. Practice. Practice. Who is that? Practice. Number 1, number 2. 1, 2, 3. Practice. Practice. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. We make sentences. 1, 2, 3. Practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice. Describe the pictures. 1, 2. Practice. Use this page to practice your English. Number 1, number 2. Practice. 1, 2. Practice. Practice. Practice.